Chat. What's up, everybody? Oh, you can't see my sign for Carson right here. The screen's too small. Well, I'll just show you. We got Carson. We got Carson, and he was holding his sign that you still can barely see because it's so bright, but I think you can make it out. There it is. Get out of here, Carson. Hi, Teddy. Hi, buddy. Hello. All right, here we go. I totally forgot we left off at the offseason. So let's do it. Offseason hype, baby. Let's recap just because it's been a few days. So Luke Hamilton finished with Corona. Not Corona. Unbelievable rookie season. A little Jameis Winston-esque. We got to hone in those turnovers, but unbelievable season. He's going to take home the Offensive Rookie of the Year. No surprise there. We also took home the Defensive Rookie of the Year with our linebacker. But he was revealed to have Superstar X Factor, which is going to be really fun to develop him as we go. And then DeAndre Swift had actually a really good season because he almost reached a 1,000 yard season. So kind of becoming that Alvin Kamara, that I suppose Christian McCaffrey, if you will. But still with that star dev. I think next year we might be able to get him up. The receivers, Amari Rodgers finishes with a 1,000 yard season. And he actually, that's his second unbelievable year in a row. He barely gets any respect as far as the development goes. I mean, this is a crazy good start to his career. I might have to do him a little respect. We gave him star dev last year. I might have to boost him up. And then defensively, yeah, Tyrone Whitaker was a great second-round pick last year. Wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, goes up to star dev. So really excited for him. Riley Patterson had another good year as our kicker. He's in the last year of his contract. Okudah, Surtain has 92 tackles, but wants some better production from the secondary for sure. But we're going to have a lot of resources. We've finally kind of rid ourselves from those brutal contracts. Yes, Geometric Heat, there will be a Sunday morning stream tomorrow as well, so we're going to have lots of Lions ahead. Oh, yes, the hat. Thanks for the reminder. I got my first Christmas present early, guys, and this is exciting. This is the first ever That Franchise Guy apparel. The hat. And my goal for 2021 is to have apparel available to you guys. Right now, there are coffee mugs. You can get yourself a TFG coffee mug or a Teddy mug if you want. For Christmas if you want. But I want to get some merch this year. That is one of my big goals. We reached all of my goals for 2020 and hoping to get merch out next year. But anyway, we got lots of cap flexibility finally. We have rid ourselves from Bob Quinn's terrible crap of contract. We have $62 million in cap space. Obviously helps to have that rookie quarterback. But I'm stoked for this offseason. We do have upgrades to do. Tyrone Whitaker. We might be able to really beef this team up in free agency, and I think people would want to come play for this team after what Hamilton showed as a rookie. We have these two young edge rushers. Von Miller went off this year with like 15 sacks, but it looked like he maybe is retiring. Jordan Davis will go power rusher. He hasn't really developed like I would hope. Josh Sills, he's been nice. Some of these safeties. Greg Dortch. He's up to a 70. Just gets 3 short route running. What made me a Packers fan? My dad, growing up, raised me a Packers fan, basically. Nice. There's Panda coming in hot with the Tyree Cleveland week. Highest graded player for the Broncos this year. That's right. Or this week with 2 snaps. I'm doing great, Deuce. Thanks for asking. Man, we got a lot of upgrades here. CJ Powell. I'm going to skip some of the practice squad guys. Whoops, I thought I meant. Jacoby Stevens, not ruling him out. He has good zone coverage. But we had that dime linebacker that we converted from safety in there. But 3 zone for Jacoby Stevens. Or Jacob Stevens? I thought it was Jacoby Stevens. But 76 zone. Man. Maybe we could move him to strong safety. That's what he played in college. Something to think about. Damian Weaver. Developmental. Power rusher. I want some strength here for Weaver. Some more practice squatters. Probably just gonna... This is that dime linebacker I was talking about. That we found in the 7th round with Hidden Dev. He's getting better. Naquan Jones. True nose tackle. Chuba Hubbard declared. Yeah, he was a disappointment this year. He absolutely should have declared last year. Him and Devonta Smith. I don't know why they came back, to be honest. All right, now we're getting into the juicy part of these upgrades. Deshaun Hand will go power rusher. Any chance I can move my video feed to the top right so you can see the names of the HUD? Yeah, that should work. Let me do that real quick. That's a good suggestion. This is where we had it for NCAA. So that should be pretty easy. I just gotta slide this on over. I'll just hold this while I do these upgrades. It's gonna take a minute. I'm just slowly moving. Don't mind me. Okay, Tyree Jefferson. He's our power rusher. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot he got revealed to have Superstar X Factor. So we drafted 2 Superstar X Factors naturally last year, which is just insanity. I don't think I've ever done that. I definitely have never done that. Now we need these guys to develop as such. What QB prospects are you going to need to watch? I mean, why not all of them? Let's actually, you know what? Let's come down here. So Hawk will go possession. He had a great year. He had a 1,000-yard season. Javon Holland getting up there. All right, Holland. Getting ready for season 2, I see. Holy crap. Or season 3, I suppose. That was nice. Luke Hamilton gets his 2 upgrades. We'll go improviser so we can get escape artist. I did not see the college player that collapsed. That sounds scary. Where do I think Juju goes next year? My prediction is the Washington football team. All right, anyone else we want to do here? Jeff Okudah. Either them, the Miami Dolphins would work. Holy crap, Okudah, go off. The Washington football team, the New York Jets. Someone with a lot of money that needs a receiver. I could also see the Baltimore Ravens would make sense. He's a great run blocker, but I'm not fully sold on that, if they would spend that money or not. Okay. Okay, no, Von Miller did not retire. Anyone for us retire? Jason Verrett, who we picked up late in the year. No problem. Renegotiations. So Von barely regresses here. We have those guys in place, but he was so good. He barely regresses. What does he want? Oh, he wants 1 year, $15.8 million. 1 year. I really like bringing him back there. Dylan Cole wants out. Greg Dortch is up. He wants a little bit too much. Hunter Bryant is up. I wouldn't mind trying to get Nata for cheap if I can. Packers just picked this guy up on their practice squad. I liked him coming out of Georgia as a blocking. Okay, he wants to test. Man, I feel like we could probably get Von back, but that's a good price. We have tons of cap space to still play the market. He's been a good mentor for our young guys, but I don't think the guy we drafted with Star Dev is ready to start. What do you guys think, chat? I think we should bring Von back, because we have guys developing behind him, but because we have the two guys we drafted, one of them is ready to go. The guy that got revealed for X Factor, we're gonna definitely play him. Oh yeah, and we still have Trey Flowers on the roster, who we can probably finally get rid of if we want. So we could clear up $18 million to get rid of Trey Flowers finally. We'd start Tyree Jefferson, and then we bring Von Miller back to develop Telvin Wooden. Or we just keep Trey Flowers and let Von go. But Trey Flowers just has not been that dude. How many years is left on Trey Flowers' deal? Oh, this is the last year. That's a no-brainer then. We take a penalty, but that's what we're going to do. We'll use that money that we were going to give Trey Flowers and give that to Von Miller. We could have traded Trey Flowers, but no one wants Trey Flowers for that much money. No one wants to pay Trey Flowers $18 million. No one wanted to pay Trey Flowers that much money when Detroit signed him originally, especially not now. So that's a definite release, not trade. Come on, Von. All right, we're going to have to get Von back. I think he'll still come back, though. I'm not too worried about that. All right. Let's see if there's any other releases that make sense before we advance. Really just looking at 1 year remaining, guys. All right. Jonah Jackson. That might make sense. He's a pretty hefty cap hit there, but we'll keep him on roster. Penasini. Some of those guys are not all that cheap. Nope, it's all guys that we want. All right. So on a free agency, I'm going to make a high priority of bringing Von back. That's right, Brandon. Joe Burrow won the Super Bowl in this world. All right, we got tons of cap space. Thanks for the follow, Shell of Draco. Okay, Von Miller is getting a bid for Denver wants him back. This is interesting. All right, let's go 16 million. All right, let's just go 17 million. Hopefully he comes back. Trey Flowers is going to get a much more fair offer this time around. So we still have $50 million in cap space. We only have one running back on roster, so it might make sense to bring one of these guys in here. Tony Pollard would be actually pretty sweet, but we'll circle back to that next week. Fullback, we have no one on roster. I'm going to give... We do actually use the fullback in our playbook. And Richie Worship looks solid as a utility back, so I'm going to give him just a 2-year deal. Oh, he's actually getting offers. What about Ramondre Stevenson? He's more of an actual running back. Yeah, he's not all that good. What about Mike Green? He's not getting any offers. That'll work. Wide receiver, we're in really good shape. Might circle back, though. Tight end, we do need a backup. But we'll go cheap there. And then, yeah, offensive line. We could upgrade it right tackle. We did pay Tyrell Crosby, but that's no guarantee. I don't know if that makes sense to cash out for Conklin or not. Cam Hayward could be a big upgrade at defensive tackle. He's not getting any offers. Rashawn Gary hits the market. Bobby Wagner. We got a nice young pair of linebackers, actually. Slot corner's really been, a new sub. Rollins, or Rolly J. Rollins. Monty Arlaurier hits the market again after we collected a 5th-round pick for him. Definitely some pieces I'm interested in. I just want to get to the budget versions for a lot of these guys. Free safety, we are good. Strong safety is our biggest need. Unfortunately, no one I'm crazy about here, but Jonathan Abram could be a cheap ad for now. We'll give him a 1-year deal for his market value. Kicker, we're good. Punter, we're good. I mean, Conklin's definitely tempting. We could go after Conklin as a more long-term contract and then sign Cam Hayward to a 1-year deal. Let's look at our D-tackle. Increase the bid on Vaughn. I think we'll get Vaughn. I'm not too worried about it. I want to look at our D-tackle room because we have Deshaun Hand, but Hayward would be nice. Jordan Davis hasn't really worked out. Damian Weaver's still developing. I think a 1-year deal for Hayward would be a great move. He wants 15 mil over 1 year. Let's give that to him. And then, what about wide receiver, tight end? Because I think we drafted... Did we draft another star last year? We got it's just Rodgers, who I forgot I was going to boost a little bit just casually here because he's been unbelievable. The game's not giving him any respect here. He's had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. We're just going to boost like the awareness, the catching traffic a little bit. The short, like nothing crazy here, but I think that's fair for how he's played to be one of the premier slot receivers in the league. Yeah, we drafted Orlando Broughton, who has star dev. But we could use a 4th veteran. But I'm kind of tempted to sign Jack Conklin and just round out the O-line. Because we'd be set at every position group. He's asking for about 11. We'd have to, if we want to be realistic, we'd have to pay him like 14. I think we go after Conklin and just put the best pieces around our young quarterback as we can. We'll have some cap flexibility. We do have some tough guys to sign, but we'll be able to make it work. Let's sign Conklin. And then that still leaves us with $15.9 million. So I'm going to give I'm just going to make a 2-year offer to Alan Lazard, but like pretty cheap. Just as like a veteran 4th to be around here. About 2.5. It's not bad. I don't think he'll take that, but if he doesn't, we'll go with someone else. Go down here to like Keyshawn Johnson or Miles Boykin or something like that. All right, moment of truth. Uh-oh. Von Miller's playing hardball. We did not get Jack Conklin, surprisingly. Yikes, Von Miller. Maybe we should have just franchise tagged him at this point. All right, we're going to go. We'll give you $20 million guaranteed. 11 of it. So Von's playing hardball. We did get Hayward, who, let's kick him into D-tackle. I don't like the black. Okay. So he goes up to an 85. What are his abilities here? I like it. Come on, Von. You know you want to come back here. So we need a backup running back. I like the the Niners Tony Pollard. That would be a really nice signing for them. Kenyon Drake at that age could be a nice backup to Swift. Let's get him for cheap. There's still plenty of options if we don't get him. Penny's been the guy for a couple years now. Still a top bid on that fullback. We're still a top bid on Lazard. We do need a tight end. I love me some Foster Moreau, but he's a little expensive. Dalton Schultz could work. He's a pretty good blocker. I can go with some Dalton Schultz here. After missing out then on Conklin, we should be good at tackle. We did just extend Tyrell Crosby, so we're fine there. And then hopefully we can get Vaughn. Could use some depth at linebacker. And then we do need a slot corner. We could go with Ugo Amadi. Rashard Fenton's interesting. David Long. What is his... I feel like he's not a good slot guy. Yeah, he's not a very good run defender. Anthony Brown. Tavon Young. Sheffield. We're going that route with the Falcons, so I'm not going to do that. Weren't we playing... We were playing... not Buda Baker. DeAndre Baker in the slot, right? We can just roll back with him. He had 67 tackles. Is he on our roster? Or do we have to re-sign him? Yeah, Jimmy Moreland would be a good option. Let's see if we can get DeAndre Baker. I think he's a free agent here. I wish there was a way to look at the whole depth chart from this screen. He must be on our roster. I guess we got to go check that. We must have given him a 2-year deal. I was thinking we just gave him a 1-year. Yep, we got Baker. So we'll run it back with him as the slot. Definitely got to draft something there. All right, let's see about maybe even another running back here. Could try to kick the tires on Bryce Love. Why not? Let's give Bryce Love a 1-year. Prove it contract. He's probably not going to take it. But I think for now, maybe a linebacker. But other than that, I think we're good to... Andrew Van Ginkel stopped developing. Amika Egbuele fits our... although maybe not so much. Sean Davis. We have a run stopper archetype on that side. Go Frankie Lavu. Although his block shedding is way worse than I thought it was. Maybe we should just go with Van Ginkel. We'll go with Van Ginkel as depth. See if he takes it. We're good at middle. We're good at weak side. I think we're good to go. All right. Come on, Vaughn. We need you. This defense will be lethal if you sign here, Vaughn. No, really? Vaughn, you're killing me, bro. That sucks. We should have given him more when he wanted to re-sign. We butchered it. Yes, we want to do Akuda's 5th-year option. Well, we'll just need the young guys to step up. We can... I feel insulted, Vaughn. I know we didn't win that many games, but where did he go then? He went to New England to go play with Bill. All right. I guess I get it. So... that's surprising. I guess we'll just go with the young guns. Man, we'd rather have Trey Flowers back. Kind of screwed us. But Trey Flowers, that contract was bad either way you slice it, so. All right, we're not going to get Dalton Schultz. Adam Shaheen, maybe? Go Adam Shaheen. Drew Sample, another option. We'll leave both those on the table. Running backs, we have not gotten Drake yet, and the Broncos are coming in hot for that, so we'll drop that off. We'll just bring Penny back. He's at least stayed healthy for us. Give him a 1-year deal. I mean, we'll be able to re-sign these guys, or sign these guys in the preseason too. We did get that fullback. We're just gonna have to run it with the pass rushers we have. All right. We'll probably make some preseason signings here. Hey, we got Lazard. That's a really good value contract we got Lazard on. Pretty happy about that. Okay, draft day. Nah, we can't really... Cam Hayward can't really play 4-3 end. Unless we changed our scheme, but I don't really want to do that. Yeah, we'll be able to sign some running backs in the preseason for sure. Let's start the draft. So we actually have the 6th pick because as good as our quarterback was, we did not win a lot of games. So that's why Von Miller wanted out. He's like, you know what, man? I want another Super Bowl. I'm going to go play for the Patriots. See ya. So probably doesn't make sense to trade up. But we don't have a ton of needs here, so if there's anyone that we're like, holy crap, we need to have him. The #1 player in the class is a 5'9" slot corner. Thanks EA in the chat for that one. What the F? My God. Alright, not crazy about any of those guys at the top. Could go with another Will Fuller. Studley guard here. Holy crap, this guard looks insane out of Alabama. We could maybe kick Sills out to right tackle. Our right guard is a pass-protecting 6'6" right guard. So we could potentially take Cole Glenn and kick our guard out. And then we could also go with... We could go with another pass rusher. He's 23, but he is pretty nasty looking. So I think it makes sense to... Unfortunately, the tackle prospects here aren't that great. But I don't think it makes sense to trade up. I didn't see anyone that was like, we gotta have him. So we're gonna go to our pick. That guard is still there, so that's definitely intriguing to me. Guards that high in the draft typically, holy crap. Rich Russo. Some good corners in this class. If we could land like this guy later to play slot. Oh, we all suck. Oh my god. Dude, we put this guy before the combine grades came out. We put him on our board as a potential dime. We nailed him earlier. He was the only guy we put on our draft board early. Both these guys. 6'4", 6'3". So we're definitely going to take him in like the third. But I think we're going to take that guard. And we will slide Josh Sills over to right tackle. I think he can handle it. This isn't completely unconventional. 6'6", 325. He is totally a pass protector. I think we've seen teams doing this more and more these days. So we're gonna slide him out to guard, and out to tackle, and we're gonna take that Alabama guard, who looks insane. And he's right there with Tyrell Crosby. Crosby might be a little bit better, but Sills is younger with Stardev. So we're going to grab Cole Glenn. God, he would have normal dev. He looks insane, but of course he has normal dev. That sucks. I thought he was going to have superstar. Crap. Now we're overpaying a guard. Oh well. So let's just see. And the pass rusher is insane. But we have pass rushers in development. Looks like those corners are kind of flying off the board. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get... Jeez. Corner heavy draft. This is the guy we're targeting. He's still there. Let's see if we get to 25 and he's still there. Oh, he went with the next pick. We were never going to get him, but he was good. All right, so let's just go to our next pick. So we didn't really scout the receivers all that much. Whoa. Maybe third round we take a look at one of these receivers. But dang, that guy's a freak. And we didn't scout DNs because we weren't too worried about it. That guy looks freaking good. I might trade out of this spot. This guy would be a DN for us. He's intriguing. This guy too. And this guy. So there's some power rushers later. I'm thinking about trading down right now because I see some guys I like. Now, unfortunately, this guy's 24 years old, but he looks like he'd be a good slot corner. So I got my eye on him. A lot of slot corners here in the mid-rounds. All of them really good athletes, so it's good to see those guys. This guy's definitely interesting. And then we got our eyes on this guy. So I'm going to look to trade down here. Jeez. Guy's kind of a freak. There's a lot of good depth in this class. Yeah, I'm going to look to trade down. See if we get any offers. So it's 2023. We could get a late second and a third next year. That's not bad. We can get a third and a fourth. I like that. We can get a third, a fourth, and a seventh from the Dolphins. Wow, actually getting some good offers. We can get a third, and a fourth next year. Oh, this is a no-brainer. All right, what's our best deal here? Pick 76, so that's an early third. We get a fourth and a fourth next year. We could get the first pick in the third round. That might be it right there. But I also don't mind this because you get a third next year and we move down. I'm between Baltimore's deal and Miami's deal. Because Arizona, you're dropping down another. I guess it's only 9 spots later. We're gonna go Arizona. Oh man, yeah. We're gonna go with Arizona's. Okay. So now we got all these guys we still wanted. And we can start swinging away. This is the guy we'd be the most bummed if we missed out on. He is a freak, strong safety. Sorry, Jonathan Abrams. It was only a 1-year deal. Normal dev. Gosh. Jonathan Abrams might play over him. Last year's draft, we couldn't replicate last year's draft apparently. So I think we probably want to go with one of these pass rushers. They're both power rushers. So this guy, his bench isn't quite what I would want to see for a guy that size. This guy actually might be the best of the three. What about age? 22. 22. All right, I'm not convinced on any of those guys right here. This guy looks like a stud. We don't really need him, but that's the best value. We did talk about taking a look at these receivers that we didn't really scout. We'd be flying blind, but this guy's a freak, dude. 6'5" out of Grand Valley State, and then this guy's a non-combine dude. Should we just swing for the fences with Cordell Irvin? Dude's an absolute freak show. His agility work sucks. Holy crap. This guy looks really good. Possession, tight end, 6'6", 250 out of Texas Tech. He's also got a 5th round grade. Can we move down again? Let's see if we can get an offer like we did before. All right, so we can get a 4th and a 6th, a 4th and a 5th, a 4th and a 4th next year. We can get the entire Patriots draft next year. We can move down. That's just for a future 7th, though. A 4th and a 6th. Oh, we can just straight up move down with the Colts. That's a great offer, Indianapolis. I'm going to take that 4th and a 5th. From Houston. And then we're gonna start picking with our next ones. Oh, that receiver went just before us. That's all right. All right, that tight end. Oh, did he go? Dang it. Someone took him. That's surprising. All right, well, let's just start taking these guys. So I think this guy might be. These guys have 3rd round grades and they're younger. So we're going to go with this guy. Normal dev. I mean, he's good, but the normal dev I don't love. But we got plenty of picks coming up. I feel like this guy might have hidden. Also, these slot corners are starting to go. This guy really caught my eye. He's fast, 22 out of Washington State. He's good for the slot, though. He's got block shedding. He tackles. He's definitely good. He just doesn't have a dev. All right, we're going to take Felix Ware. Jeez, dude. All normal devs this year. That linebacker's still there. I'm just going to grab him. Frickin' Bernardrick McKinney over here. If nothing else, he'll be a stud on special teams. And then we can start drafting some offense now. Let's take some athletes. Any O lineman? Well, this guy is 21. I'm just surprised we haven't hit one normal dev or one hidden dev. How about any of these running backs super shifty? Dang. This guy is not bad looking. 4'3" at 6 foot 220. I wish you could sort by... workout grade. Hey, there's a intriguing athlete. That guy too. Not ready to take any of those guys quite yet. Alright, this combine grade, or this no combine receiver is just chilling here. Definitely ballsy. What are we, 5th round? That could be worth a shot. I think we do that. Let's just take a shot on him. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. 67. Good athlete. He blocks. Good returner. I'm fine with that. Who's left on our draft board? This guy would probably move to outside linebacker, but he's a freak. So let's grab him. Dang. I mean, he's pretty good. 69, man. He's definitely a linebacker, not a safety at that size, but... And our last pick, let's go with one of these running backs. I'm thinking this Iowa guy, really shifty. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with this guy. Holy crap, he's a really good athlete. He's good. I like this guy. His change of direction stinks, but so does Nick Chubb's. Full steam ahead with that dude, but I like it. All right, we got some players there. We just didn't hit any devs. But I mean, we nailed the devs last year, so it was only fair. Let's see like the top. So the number 1 pick was a 5'9" slot corner with normal development, 73 overall. Thanks, EA. Normal for the top middle linebacker. Normal. Hidden dev for this receiver. Yikes. Normal for the Notre Dame pass rusher that we would have taken, so I'm very glad we didn't do that because he's 23. Yikes, dude. The entire top 10 is all normal. The center. Even this guy has normal. Jeez, I didn't realize it was this bad. Would I rather see Dak or Sam Darnold for the Colts? I mean, it's Dak. I'd be more intrigued to see Darnold, but... All right. The freak wide receiver that Washington took right before us? Yeah, let's see. The guy out of Grand Valley State. gonna suck if he's good. Normal dev, 67 overall. He's good though. 91 speed, release. He's definitely good. I would have liked to have him. But he's not that different from the guy we took. It's a good receiving core. What's up, Quakius? Glad you made it to the stream. All right, let's take a look at free agent signings. We talked about bringing in a running back here. Now, we signed kind of a bruiser, so we could go with more of a scat back type. Let's sign Tariq Cohen. It's a good contract. We're good at wide receiver. Tight end, we do need some bodies here. Let's sort by run block. Go the Jack Doyle route. He'd be a decent veteran signing. Josh Hill, Jake Butt. Here's a rookie out of Stanford, but he's slow as heck. Isaac Nata, we tried to bring him back already, so let's bring him back. And how about Jack Doyle? Because he can actually play. O-line, we should be pretty good. Unless there's any undrafted guys that we want to take a swing at. Not really. Edge. Nah. D-tackle. This dude. Looks like a good pickup out of Wisconsin. I will absolutely cop me some of that. And a guy out of Michigan State. We'll stick with the Wisconsin guy. Let's not get a little too crazy here, but this guy's a beast. But we'll stick with the Wisconsin guy. I thought that was Solomon Thomas regressing hard down there. Nah. Not a ton of undrafted free agents going to make the team this year, I don't think. This guy's intriguing. 21 years old. A project, but let's add him, maybe put him on the practice squad. Safety. I think we're good here, honestly. We've got a lot of safeties on the roster. "21 years old. We'll add him for the practice squad. Kicker, punter, we're good. So focus players this year are going to be still the quarterback, Luke Hamilton. It's going to be the X-Factor defensive end that we have. He's going to have to carry this year with Vaughn out of here. This defense with Vaughn would have been so much better looking. I'm pretty bummed. I wonder if we'll get a revenge opportunity against Vaughn this year. And then maybe our middle linebacker that crushed it last year. Or we could go... I think let's go with that. Let's go with Whitaker, who crushed it last year. Those will be the focus players. Little roster review, set our captains. What's up, Stone? We've missed you. So Luke Hamilton, obviously, going to get that captain's badge. Thanks for the follows. Owen, Lil Skippy. We got Swift. We did bring Penny back, and then we got this guy is really interesting to me. Full steam ahead, power back type. Wide receiver. Okay, Galladay's got the captain's badge. We got a lot of talent at receiver. These three probably aren't going to make the team this year, but we'll handle that when we get to cuts. Hawkinson could probably be a captain at this point, but we have a lot on offense. Ragnow is an captain, so we're good on that. We need a defensive captain. I'm thinking our young linebacker, defensive rookie of the year. Oh, we got to move these guys. I believe left end is our power rushing position. Dang, we're running out of numbers here. We'll give you 44 for now, but I'm probably going to change that when we get some better numbers here. This guy as well. Menus are so slow. So I think left end is the power rushing scheme fit. Or run stopper, but that is where we have our power rushers. And then our speed rushers are over here. So I'm gonna move the new guy we drafted to outside linebacker. He'll probably get into the 70s over there, honestly. Yeah, he's actually a stud for that position. That was a good pick. We got a good young linebacking group. And then we're going to move this guy to strong. He's going to compete with Jonathan Abram this year. And then we wanted to move Ray Foster to outside linebacker. Do a Sims rebuild of my life. Could do that with my fiance. She would love that. Speaking of which, what's up? Someone just said, you should do a rebuild on your life, go back to college, get an actual job, and start a family. And then Nixter said that's called The Sims. And then I said I should do a Sims TFG rebuild with my fiance. What's up? No, we do not. All right. We are good to go. Hopefully we stay healthy. We do get an O-line mentorship for Cole Glenn. Let's improve his run blocking. Well, at least he's going to develop that way, because he ain't going to develop with his frickin' normal development. Good job, Taylor Decker. Doing your job. Wide receiver mentorship. Amari Rogers, love it. Whoops. No, that's all right. We could use some of that with Amari. Juke moves. I don't know if Kenny Galladay is the guy to teach you that, but probably should have taught contested catches and stuff. 18 cuts this week. Let's do our upgrades. Whitaker moving up in the world. Let's swag Whitaker out just a little bit here. He needs a little more intimidation factor. We'll go wrist brace this year. Some cooler gloves. Did I pass? Whoops. Vapor Jet 4. Did I pass it? Or I want the 5. And a towel. Much better. DeAndre Baker, slot. And Luke Hamilton getting closer to his next ability here. Now he can't get Escape Artist until he gets up to a 90, I think. Give Luke Hamilton a sleeve. Yeah, we should swag out Luke a little bit. I'm just gonna auto these guys. I don't think they're gonna make the team. We can swag out Luke a little bit. He's got to look good to play good this year. So we'll give him the shooter, the Carson Wentz sleeve, white. Yeah, we'll go white. He doesn't need the he doesn't need the coach's band anymore. And then let's get him just a thin. Thin wristband on the other side. Alright, that's looking better. Coming out, who did I like more, McSorley or Minshew? Probably McSorley. Okay. The players have been swagified. Cut time. Let's go position by position. Probably don't need Rashad Penny after we drafted Kevin Whitefield. Sorry, Penny. We'll bring it back if we have injuries, but I like this group. Very diverse skill set there. Wide receiver, we're going to cut some of these bottom of the depth chart guys. I hate that it does this. We're going to have to do this through the roster management menu because of the glitch that's been here since the game came out. All right. Amnesia. See ya. CJ Powell. I think it's time. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a lot. If we cut anyone, it'd be Quintez Cephas here. I don't think he's going to make the team, but we'll circle back. Brinkman just hasn't grown here. I think we can let him go. I'm bummed we didn't get that tight end we wanted to draft. Okay, Jarvis, we can let him go. He's been around for too long. Spalding will keep him around. Honestly, let's slide Cole Glenn over to right guard. Give him a guard number. Also, fix his stupid Under Armour with Nike. Nice, Madden. Really nice. The attention to detail in this game just never ceases to disappoint. And we're going to go with the arm brace look. Don't need a wrist brace, though. We'll just go like that. Lots of tackles in the house. Probably, honestly, don't need Spalding with all these guys we have. That's a lot of offensive linemen. Probably gonna practice squad this guy. And I think I'm gonna slide this guy into guard because we got enough competition at tackle. And then I might release Stenberg. Because we got Jonah Jackson. We'll see where we're at. Redmond, not going to make it this year. We can practice squad him. And then I think this guy's going to make the team. Let's give him his undrafted contract. Okay. I think we're back after a little hiccup. So I think we should narrow this down to 5 or 6 of these guys, which is going to be tough. Cornell is just, he hasn't gotten his opportunities. It's been too long. We're going to let him go as much as I like him. And then Weaver is a lock. He's still developing. And then we have a bunch of like D tackle types. Naquan Jones is just older and not as good as Jamie Newman, who we just signed, not the quarterback out of Georgia. But Naquan Jones I like, but I think is going to be a cut here. Although he has really good block shedding. Maybe we should cut Penasini. Nah, Jones with that 55 awareness just isn't going to cut it. Good block shedding, but we're going to let him go. I don't know what's going on with my, all my graphics and stuff disappeared, but we'll just roll with it. So we've got it down to 6. We'll leave it there for now. Linebacker. I'm going to let Tough Borland go. We're going to have definitely some tough cuts ahead. We wanted to practice squad this guy. Not going to worry about the number 20 right now. Free safety. We do still have Ashton Davis around here. Let's practice squad this guy. Where does that leave us? 4 more cuts to make. All right, so I think Quintez Cephas is going to get cut. Sorry, Quintez. I like you, but we don't have room. And then I think we're going to cut Stenberg and Jonah Jackson, those guys from that class. We got plenty of O-line depth. Those guys are on the last year of their contracts. And then one more cut. Probably one of those linebackers would be best. We like those two, obviously. Maybe Pete Warner. Although if anything happened to Tyrone Whitaker, we might want him. Man, this is kind of tough. Maybe we should just let's put Tracy Ward on the practice squad. I think that's the way to go. He was a late round pick. I'm not afraid to do that. Last year he was a late round pick. All right. There's your 2023 Detroit Lions. 2022 maybe? Let's see if I change scenes back, if it puts my graphics back up. I don't know. I don't know why the graphics went away. But we're just going to play one more game here before we get out of here. We do have to do the depth chart. Shouldn't have any surprises here. Wide receiver should be good. Tight end, O-line. See, I just don't get why it does this. Like, Wyatt Teller is our left guard. Why would you not just put him there at... The right tackle, we do have to make a decision between Sills and Crosby. I'm going to play Crosby. We're paying him more, but Sills could develop into a higher upside right tackle there. We got Tyree Jefferson. Now Wooden's going to be starting on the other defensive end spot. D tackle. Looks good. Okay, we got Ingram and Brennan. That's right. Looking good there. We are going to start Jacob Stevens at outside this year. Or should we start... Maybe we should just start Terrence Randolph. He's got... Yeah, let's start him. He's got star dev. And he plays dime linebacker, so we're gonna start Terrence Randolph. It's a little bold, but it'll be good for him to get those reps. We'll keep an eye on the Baker versus Dominique Caldwell battle as the slot corner. Caldwell definitely a better looking slot scheme fit, but Baker just a better player in general. We are going to start Jonathan Abram, but if he doesn't play well, we'll go to Shaquille Donaldson. Returning kicks. This Melvin Walker guy, he's a good returner. So we'll go with him. And I actually like this guy returning kicks too. This is that running back we drafted. And then I'm going to put Tariq Cohen on punts because Cohen's really good with punts. We taught Isaac Nada how to long snap. Third down running back, Swift and Cohen. Power back, slot receiver. Let's slide Melvin Walker up. And Orlando Broughton up. Rush left end. Rush right end. We want Wooden. And probably Akwara. Rush D tackle, that is correct. Sub linebacker, Whitaker, and We'll go with Brennan, and then... Whoops, that's the wrong guy. Terrence Randolph. Slot corner. Caldwell. All right. Who is my defensive rookie of the year? I'll go with Jeremy Chin for now. And I think Chase Young probably takes it home down the stretch. Mackenzie Milton and Amari Rodgers. Okay, we're taking on the Raiders week 1. Play the moments all the way through. Here we go. This is the year, guys. We're going to make the playoffs this time around. Thank you. Okay. Some scrambled eggs. Gotta love it. Lots of simming early on. All right, third down. Make the stop. 3rd and 4. We're going to blitz Baker off the edge. We're going to show Holland and then try to get over quick. Oh, dang it. Although that's going to be a block in the back. Can we tackle Josh Jacobs? That'd be great. I will gladly accept that. All right. Dime look with Whitaker. Get him down. That was close, but we got him. Hey, finally, it lets us play offense. Backed up on our 6-yard line. Hey, there's a start. By the way, we get the Jonathan Abrams revenge game in week 1. So if we can complete 3 more passes of 5+ yards, we get Omaha unlocked. It was a nice route by Amari Rodgers. This looks like it's probably man-to-man. Block for us, Swift. Oh gosh, lucky that wasn't picked off. That's just all around a bad throw. I was trying to get the... This is why I can't focus on Omaha, because then I make bad decisions. If I'm trying to force those completions, if it happens naturally, it happens, but I can't... I gotta learn not to force that stuff. We dodged a bullet on that one. There you go, Swifty. Oh, nice throw. Hamilton's dropping dimes today. Let's spread it out. Ooh, Hawkinson's got a linebacker on him. Or, Galladay. Let's get rid of it. They covered that up well. We got Wyatt Teller pulling. Good run. Can we just run it? We cannot. 4th and goal. Max Crosby gets us down. I'm going to go for it. And I'm just going to run it. Oh, Swift. Just trust our defense. They get the stop. 3rd and 6. They're in base defense. Slide this to the right. Should be an easy touchdown. Ah, we overthrew him. That safety played that well. Kind of took both options away a little bit early. You just signed up for Patreon? That's my man, Geometric Heat. Appreciate it, bro. Good to have you. These are great eggs. Third and 1. Oh, easy peasy. Tutty. No, not Teddy. Two-minute drill. Get some points. Let's do it. I'm sorry it's choppy, guys. I don't know why my computer decides to just shit the bed randomly, but... Oh, God. This is our last game, so we'll be out of here anyway, so I appreciate you guys for sticking through this. Dang. Wow. That was just a bad throw. Lucky it wasn't intercepted. Oh my goodness. Why are we missing all these throws, Luke? Jeez, and then it sims the whole third quarter. I'm gonna restart the I'm gonna restart my Alright. Let's resume. We're in the middle of the third quarter. Nice completion. Clean day for Luke Hamilton, playing much cleaner football. That was a big goal for the team this year, to cut out some of those interceptions for our young QB. 3rd and 10 here. I might just send this thing to Kenny Golladay. Let's block Cohen. I don't love it. I love that, though. Great throw. How about this defense, by the way? Taking names without Von Miller. Cohen on a linebacker. We'll take that all day. Nick Kwiatkowski didn't stand a chance. 4th and 3. They're going. Oh no, Henry Ruggs. We bet on them not going deep, and they went deep. Jeez, and all of a sudden this is a ball game. Dang. Tie game. Let me play. Jeez, why did it not let us play there? Hopefully Hamilton didn't throw picks right there. That'd be really unfortunate. Nice throw, Carr. Crushing it. Oh, there's the rookie, John Brennan. That was a hell of a play. Might have been a good pick after all. I really like our young group of linebackers. Let me play Madden. What the heck? Thank you. We do have a turnover. Hopefully it's not Hamilton. Swift. He tried. I like this. Just get behind Wyatt Teller. Follow the lead. Or just go right up the middle. Woo! Beauteous. And now we get to play defense. We're going to double Ruggs. Oh my God, these big plays. Was that Baker? No, that was not Baker. Baker's in pursuit here. Jeez, dude. We are giving up massive touchdowns here. Catch it. All right, we're in the zone now. Look out. Hamilton did throw an interception. Not the end of the world, but was hoping to get rid of those. All right, we got man coverage. This is OP. I'm just going to run it. Two-minute warning. It's OP, but it's fun. All right, we got cover 2 man again. They're going to blitz. You can't stick with Fuller. Nice little floater. God, this is just insane that we can see that it's like a hard flat. We're Peyton Manning it. Zero blitz. Swift has got the mismatch. Oh, they traded it off, though. Okay. Guess you can't rely on it too much. Cover 2. And now we're out of the zone because of a good pass rush. Timeout. They covered that up really well. I thought we were going to be able to hit the middle of the field, but they covered it up. Unlike that one. Hurry up and then we'll have our 2 timeouts. Oh, geez, that used a lot of time. Same play. Yikes, that was terrible clock management. I didn't think it was going to burn that much time. That was a touchdown if we hit on that. Yikes, man. That was brutal, brutal clock management. They iced me. I may have been about to miss that. Okay, overtime it is. Let's see if it lets me play. Backed up. Here we go. Throws the game away. What a way to end the stream. Yikes. I thought that safety was going to go with the tight end there, and I thought we were going to hit it over the middle of the field, and they just jumped it like crazy. QB kind of left it hanging a little bit too. I wanted it low. I low pointed it, and he just left it hanging. Awful, awful end of the stream. We crash twice and blow the game, but it was a fun off season. It's just one game. It was only 2 picks, 1 in sim. So we'll be back tomorrow morning, guys, for our NFL Sunday morning stream. Looking forward to it. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Sorry for the tech issues. I don't know what that's all about. I really don't. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace out.